Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to HermitPack. So I'm over here by my refined storage system, and I'm starting to have some problems with it. So I just set up this little storage crate here next to it to hold smooth stone, and I have an exporter putting out the smooth stone out of the system with a stack upgrade. Now this stack upgrade, it takes speed upgrades and sugar. The speed upgrades are an upgrade casing with redstone and sugar in the solderer, and the upgrade casing is glass, quartz enriched iron, and an improved processor. But yeah, we've been running out of space. I ran out here several times while I was emptying out my mining bags here, and needed to do something to get rid of some of our bulk items. So you can see we still have 1.2 thousand smooth stone in the system. The main reason we've been getting smooth stone is because I did put auto smelt on my mining hammer, and yeah, I found out, you can see this says firewood iron hammer. So this is repaired by iron. Same thing with our lumber axe, so we have no issues with repairing them. But we need to be able to still have access to this, and I'd like to get a couple more of these, high value items out of here, like the sandstone and the hardened stone. And actually the hardened stone we can turn into regular stone, I believe. What just happened there? Yeah, we can turn this hardened stone into regular stone, but we're not going to bother with that. The hardened stone still has its place, but we need to be able to access whatever we're putting in here. So we also need to make these external storage. Now this is like the applied energistic storage bus, and so yeah, we need a destruction core, a construction core, cable, improved processor, a couple of chests, and some quartz enriched iron. Nothing major there. The only thing that I am missing is some chests. So we'll just make up, yeah, that should be good. 36 of them. Should have plenty. Okay, so external storage, we should have everything for that. Oh, no, we don't have our cores. Okay, so the one takes glowstone. The other one takes quartz, and you know what? I think we're out of quartz. No, we're not. That's right. It was all in block form. We have a lot of quartz. Okay, so now we can put this external storage on here. Alright, we will break... Whoa! Yeah, we broke. Alright, that broke everything. Okay, let's place this back. Okay, so our external storage, and we're going to set this to a priority of 1000. So now this should... and it recognizes that it's 100% full. That's actually kind of neat. Whoa, E? Let's do this again. Okay, so we have this set up. We have a whole bunch of stuff here. So here, this is what I want to do. I want to take out a piece of smooth stone, and you can see now we have 8.7 thousand. We're going to change this. We have whitelist, and we're going to put in smooth stone. So now we are only getting smooth stone in here. There we go. So we now have this storage crate for smooth stone, and we still have access to it on our system. Now I would like to get a little bit higher level storage crate. So we have the small storage crate, and you can see, it's a pretty good size storage area, but we really need something bigger. So the medium storage crate is the next one, but for that we need these void crystal blocks. Now the void crystal blocks, we have to turn a block of coal into the void crystal block with the atomic reconstructor. And yeah, I'm not sure how this thing works. So let's take a look. So we have the atomic disassembler also. Neat. Okay, so this takes iron casing, which, yeah, we've already made those before, so this should be pretty easy to make. And I have no idea if this thing needs power or anything like that. So there we go. There is our atomic reconstructor. Let's go ahead and set this down. No lens, redstone mode deactivate. Yes, okay, we do need power for this guy. So if we place this right next to that, there we go, we're getting power. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of... What? Ah! Redstone mode deactivate. Let's get ourselves a lever. There, that's better. Okay, well, I'm assuming that we can... Okay, so let's see here. Now, it asked for blocks of coal. Okay, well, we have blocks of coal. And we can't interact with this thing. Do we throw these in front of it? Let's try turning that on. Well, that doesn't do anything. What about if we place it here in front of it? Ow. Okay, so that is very definitely the solution. So, how far away will that thing reach? How many blocks will it do at once? Oh my gosh. Let's try placing all 4 of these here. Well, maybe we can go further out. Let's go here. Yeah, we'll break a wall, and the floor, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I have no idea how far this thing is going to reach. Well, let's find out. 3. But it got the 4th one before. Okay, maybe it can only go through 3 blocks. That's what it looks like, so let's just see how far this thing will reach. Okay, it made it 9 blocks now. Okay, it just keeps on going. This thing is kind of interesting. Okay, it can't go any further than that. So it looks like it'll go 10 blocks, but if it hits a block at 10 blocks, it'll go further. Yeah, so that's 10 blocks away, it won't reach. Now if we put a block there, it'll go to 12 blocks. So that's kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and rebuild our house here where I destroyed it. So we have 21 void crystals now. Let's go ahead and turn that off. So now we can make our upgraded storage. So we have the medium storage crate. That does take the small storage crate. So let's go ahead and make a small storage crate. And then we'll make a medium storage crate. Now what do we need for the large storage crate? We need empowered void crystals. And that is with an empower. Well, I think we will look at that later. So I believe these things hold their storage. No, they don't. Okay. Well, that's fine. Because this guy is set for stone export. So we can now take this stuff. And we will just go here and... all of this stuff should be going straight into there. And it most definitely is. So we have 2 pages on this one. So, oh, and by the way, I got a couple of dogs. I was wandering around, had a couple of dogs nearby, and I had some bones on me, so I figured, why not? I'll grab a couple of dogs. So, yeah, I think that we got one more there. So I think that's about everything. Looks like we got it all picked up, so yeah, we aren't even close to full here, but I think there was a little bit more that we didn't get into here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place this down here. And let's get this exporter putting out smooth stone again. And we'll throw in the stack upgrade. So this should... Oh, wait. This is going to be pulling everything out of here. So let's break that for a second. There we go. So now it's pulling out all of the smooth stone out of there. And... yeah. Okay, there we go. So now we can try not to break everything. Remove a couple of these. Put our storage, external storage back on here and reset this up. So smooth stone, priority of 1000. And there we go. So we have our stone in here, but it is not in the system. So we were full a long time ago without even having all of this stone in here, and now we're at 73%. So I think we need to make another one of these setups for the sandstone, maybe for the hardened stone. And, you know, I think I might do it for the basalt as well. The basalt I might still stick with a small storage crate for a while. But I'm going to make up a couple more of these setups for other bulky items, and then I'll be back in a little bit. So I've got a couple of new things here. I made a storage drawer from storage drawers, oddly enough, to hold my smooth stone. Put in 5 of the emerald storage upgrades. These are the best ones you can get. These increase storage by 13 times the base value. So yeah, we have, what would that be then, 65 times the base value in this thing. There's quite a bit of storage available there, and one thing that I think is kind of neat is these external storage show us what percent our external storage container is full. So we're only 6% full with, you know, 8,700 of those in there. Now I put the sandstone into this medium storage crate and the hardened stone into the small one, and then I got to thinking about it. I have left the refined storage system on numerous times and come back to find, you know, very little power in my whatever capacitor bank, and, you know, no charcoal in the generator. So I decided, instead of having a lever, I'm going to change this to a pressure plate. Now I could make this to where the pressure plate was one more block out, but this works okay. So right now I've got the controller set to work only with a redstone signal, so when I step on the pressure plate, this thing comes on, I can get into it, and then as soon as I step away, it turns back off. So that works really nice. I like that a lot. So yeah, got this all working here now. I think I'm going to go and do some mining now, since we have additional storage space. Yeah, there's a few things that we are a little bit lacking on, and so I want to get a little bit more stuff. And yeah, when I get done mining, I will be back. So before I go mining, I did set up a hopper here on top of my furnace, or my coal generator, and this will feed the coal generator. So I went ahead and chopped down a few spruce trees, got a full chest of charcoal, and I also found out I now have Fortune 3 on this thing, and it gives an incredible amount of charcoal. So if we grab 4 of those, we'll grab a little bit of fertilizer. And before, I couldn't get more than 2 stacks of charcoal per tree. And we're going to go ahead and get a tree here. So let's see, this is a fairly good sized one. So if we chop this tree down now, the amount of charcoal that we get off of one tree is almost tripled. So we'll grab all these saplings and everything, and look, and now from one tree we got almost 4.5 stacks of charcoal. So yeah, the Fortune does work with auto smelt. I have found that out. We can use that with our ores and all kinds of stuff. There is basically nothing that we can't Fortune that auto smelt works with. So yeah, we've got that. This will be automatically filled. We won't have to worry about it for a long time because we have tons of charcoal available, and with the refined storage system shutting off when we're not using it, that is pretty nice. Now, the next thing that I want to do, and this is going to kind of counteract what I'm doing here. So, what I want is to set up an Ender link chest. Now, this is kind of like the old Ender chests that we were able to privatize and color code and all kinds of other stuff to use for quarries and things like that. So we're going to make up one of these. So we need an ender bag for that, some obsidian, wool, and blaze rods. So let's go ahead and make up the ender bag first. And actually, in order for the ender bag to work, we also need, or for the chest to work, we also need an ender link bag. And that's going to take another ender bag. So we're going to need to make 2 of these. And yeah, that's kind of what I figured. We don't have the eyes of ender in there. Now, we have been getting eyes of ender from a mob. It kind of looks like a snake. And every once in a while, you'll come across one of them. But yeah, we have a few eyes of ender that we have picked up. And I think there might be some more over here. Yeah, there's another one there. But yeah, we've got Eyes of Ender. Those have, like I say, have come from some type of a snake mob, and I still need to get this path coming up here in front of this thing. I get really tired of hopping up here all the time. And we have a sapling up there on top of the building. So now that we have our Eyes of Ender, let's go ahead and make up 2 Ender bags, and these things don't stack, which makes sense. So now we'll make an Ender Link chest. Alright, there we go. And then we will make an Ender Link bag. Okay, so we have both of those. And now I think just like on the other, whatever, Ender chest mod, we need diamond. And I blocked up everything so that I would not have to be taking as much space in the system here, but now that we have a bunch of extra room, I kind of feel like we don't have to worry about that anymore. So now we're going to set this down here, and this thing has a really neat open and close animation. But now I think we can shift click the diamond on here. Yeah, so now this is my private chest. And then I think we shift right click the ender bag. Yes. Okay, so now if we open the ender bag, that is mine. We'll drop in the iron ingots, and then we can pull them out here. So that is pretty cool. So the next thing that we want to go back to refined storage, and we want to make an importer. So the importer is a destruction core cable and improved processor. So we're going to have to make one of those real quick, and then we can make the importer. So now the importer will pull items out of there and into the system. So the next thing that we need is a lever, stack upgrade, and a lever. We need our stack upgrade, and we need a lever. So this is what we need. We're going to put our stack upgrade in here, and we are going to put... this is not exactly going to work here. I wonder, can we put the lever on here? This thing has always active. So if we put it on here, yeah, okay, that will work. So basically now, if we want the system to be active while we're mining, we'll just flip this on. Now the system will stay active. Our charcoal will continue feeding the system so that we get power. Now we are using a lot more power now in this system. We're up to 26 RS a tick. So pretty soon we're going to have to upgrade our generator. But now if we drop, well here, let's grab some smooth stone out of here. So we'll drop a little bit of smooth stone into our ender bag. that should be pulled out, and now it's back into the system. So that is what we're going to be using now. We won't have to worry so heavily about using these backpacks. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a chest here for the backpacks. And we'll leave those behind just so that we're not taking up so much space in our bag here. And I'm going to head off and go do some mining. And I will see you guys after a little bit. So I have my little mining session done, and yeah, we now have a lot more stone. We're now at almost 16,000 stone. We're up to over 1,000 iron because I have a stack of iron in my bag of holding so that I can repair my tools when they break. And yeah, this is really doing good. Now, the entire time that I was mining, we were only gaining 4 RF per tick. And this thing is finally fully charged now. This is too, and so we don't have to worry anymore. We didn't even go through a stack of charcoal while I was gone, which is really nice. And we did get a whole bunch more of this hardened stone as well. But yeah, I want to take a look at a few more things from refined storage. Now, one of them that I was kind of wondering what it does is this detector. Now, if this does what I think it does, it's going to detect when we're close, and we won't need this pressure plate. Now, I don't know if that's what it actually does, but we're going to find out. So we just need improved processor, redstone comparator, machine casing, and some quartz-enriched iron and redstone. Now, the machine casings, I don't think we have any of those made. I know we don't have any comparators. Oh, we don't even have any redstone torches. So let's go ahead and make up a few of those real quick. That should be good. Make up a comparator, and let's make this detector now. So if we set this thing down, I don't know if there's any way that we can see, is it going to do anything? Let's try right clicking on it. So detector 0, type items, fluids. No, it's not what I thought it was. Emit signal when above. Oh, okay. I got it. So that is like the level emitter from Applied Energistics. Okay, so that's not exactly what I thought it was, but yeah, that's another thing. So we also have the constructor and deconstructor. These, I am pretty sure, are like the formation and annihilation planes from Applied Energistics. We have a relay and interface. An interface is pretty obvious, fluid interface, but I'm kind of wondering what this relay is. Okay, so a relay is made with a machine casing cable and a redstone torch. So it's possible this is something that we could turn a section of the system on and off with a redstone signal. Now that would be kind of neat. The interface is going to be pretty obvious, but we need an importer and an exporter and a basic processor. That actually makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, that's a few of the other things that we have here. I know somewhere here, network transmitter, network receiver. So maybe we can make sub-networks without having to go through all the fancy stuff that we would have to do in Applied Energistics. Don't know. Okay, crafter. Here's the thing that I wanted to take a look at next. So we have the crafter. I am assuming this is an auto crafter. So let's go ahead and make up one of these. We need another machine casing. We have those advanced processors. Let's make up a few of those. We have those, and then we need a destruction core, and we'll make a couple of these and a couple of the construction cores. Oh, what? Whoops. I just wasted all of my iron processors. Oh, I feel like an idiot now. Okay, well, we can still make this. So we have our crafter. Let's go ahead and put this down, take a look at it. So I'm assuming we have... Okay, so we're going to need to make one of the pattern grids. This is going to take a solder. Oh, man. We're going to have to make up a few things here. So I think what I'm going to have to do right now, since I used up all of my basic processors, I'm going to have to make up a bunch more of those. I'm going to have to make up another one of these crafting grids for the pattern grid. I'm going to make up a few more things, and yeah, once I get that stuff put together, I will be back. So guys, I've done a little bit of crafting here. I've done also a little bit of rearranging because, well, with our power on-off switch right here, it makes it a little difficult to be able to be down there without having the system just fully turned on. So first off, we have our pattern grid here now. So I made up a blank pattern, and what I want to do is make a pattern for a pattern. So we are going to create a pattern for that, and then we're going to place this into our crafter. Now what I want to see is, now, can we make a pattern? Yes, we can. Okay, so let's go ahead and make up 10 of those. We'll start that. We are missing quartz enriched iron, and we are missing glass. So now we are going to have to make more of those. So, let's see here. Quartz enriched iron. Quartz. Let's go ahead and make up as much of that as we can. Okay, there we go. Another stack and a half there. So now if we try, we need glass still. So, glass, if I remember correctly, we have a bunch of glass down below still. So let's head down here and grab some glass. And this is the type of stuff that we will then be needing a crafting pattern for. Oh, no, we don't have any glass. Okay, so we're going to have to smelt up some glass. We'll take that up top. We have our auto smelter up there. So this should just very rapidly make some glass for us. Not rapidly enough for my taste, but it's doing it pretty quickly. So yeah, that system does work exactly as I thought it would. So we can make the auto crafting. Now another thing that I saw here, we have the processing pattern encoder. Now this thing is used for when we want to, say, put sand through a furnace to make glass or something like that. So that's going to make patterns for processing. This one here makes patterns for crafting. So that is one place that refined storage definitely differs from applied energistics, is that you have to have a separate type of pattern for processing than you do for crafting. So I find that kind of interesting, actually. So now if we try to make a pattern, make 10 of those, and we're still missing glass. So let's just make 2 or 3. Yeah, there we go. So we'll start that, and looks like it's pretty slow if it's going at all. Trigger auto crafting with redstone signal. No. Redstone signal ignored. Oh, I'll bet we still need this stuff. Okay, so we probably need at least a storage block of some kind. If we take a look at those patterns again. No, it made all 3 of them. So what are these storage blocks then? Maybe we ought to make one of those up and see what that is. But yeah, so we can make patterns. So we can drop this. So we can drop this into here, and then we can make patterns for more things. So I want to make a pattern for the 1K storage, and we're going to take this pattern. I don't know. Yeah, okay, it will take just generic glass. And that makes a pattern for that. We can put that into the crafter. So then we want the 4K storage pattern. So, yep, we're in the right one. And that is going to make our 4K. Then we want one for the 16K. And looks like we're going to need another pattern. So let's craft 2 more of those. And it seems like it takes a little while to craft that. Either that or it just needs to be updated. I'm guessing it just needs to be updated. So then we have the 64K. And those are fluid, so we're not going to worry about that. So yeah, there we go. We're up to the 64K on the patterns. And then what we want to do is also do this for our storage disks. So I think for now we're just going to make the 16K storage disk pattern. And that is going, yeah. We're going to do that pattern. Create the pattern. There we go. And so now we should be able to come in here and go 16. And we want to craft a 16K storage disk. So let's take a look. Is there anything that we're missing? Doesn't look like it. So let's go ahead and start that. It would be really nice if we had the, whoops, if we had the storage or crafting monitor. Oh, geez. Be quiet. Okay, so let's take a look here back at the 16K. I don't know if that stopped when I de-energized the system. I'm guessing it probably did. So let's go ahead and craft one of these. Okay, well I'm going to have to find out what's going on with Discord, and I will be back in a little bit. So the system did craft up this 16K storage disk. So here, let's just flip that on for a second. So if we put this in here now, yeah, we're only 39% full. So I think what we want to do next is to make, I think it's, yeah, the disk manipulator. I don't know if that's the one that we want. I'm guessing the disk manipulator would be like the disk partitioner in Applied Energistics. There's got to be a block here somewhere that's like the MEIO port where we can clear off disks. But I'm going to see if I can figure out which one that is. I'm going to make up this disk manipulator. It's just a construction and destruction core, and what was the other thing there? Just storage housing. Okay. So let's go ahead and make that stuff real quick. Wrong thing. So storage housing, we need more glass yet? No. Okay, good. So we still have enough glass. Where did that go? There it is. And we have our cores. We're missing something else. What was that? Storage housing. We made the storage housings. Okay, well let's grab the storage housings. And then the disk manipulator. Hey, put them in there. Okay, so let's just try this here. Yep, this is the one. So let's go ahead and empty off this 1K storage. And man, that is slow. So I made up some speed upgrades for my solderers. So we're going to drop these in here just to speed this up. Maybe we could take a stack upgrade in there too. I don't know. I guess it's worth trying. That looked like it was going faster. So let's just go ahead and put this in here. We'll take one of these 4K discs. Yeah, that's going fairly fast. So yeah, we're gonna let this kind of clean the discs up. We'll put a whole bunch of stuff onto the 16K disc. And it looks like this thing does search the discs for existing items, which that would be nice if it does that. So yeah, I'm going to go through these discs, make sure that we have everything kind of cleaned up, and I will be back in a little bit. Well guys, the system is still cleaning up the discs, but I did not realize that we were so far over time on the episode, so I am going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts or comments or something that you'd like to see me get into, be sure to leave that down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!